do Rangers have the balls to get revenge on Celtic?
Oh, that's a big question, Andy.
Yeah, he made it in there, but that was good.
What an opening gambit! I just threw it under the bus.
Don't laugh. How long do you think I was lying awake at night thinking of that? Do you think that's just off the cuff?
Oh.
In all seriousness,
well, still got it.
In all seriousness, Rangers and Celtic drawn together. You know, I don't know whether you would have preferred an Old Firm final or.
Yeah, they'd be nicer. I think the showpiece of the top two going at it on June the 3rd, or whatever it is, would probably been preferable. I'm sure the sponsors would have preferred that. But to your question, but Rangers get the nerve for this. It's to be seen. I mean, so far the evidence of this season is that that they haven't stood up in these big games. Okay, they get a decent draw at Ibrox, but again, they really needed to see that game out when they were ahead. That might have made a difference in terms of the title race picture. They couldn't see the game out. They ended up drawing 2 each. Then you obviously look at the game in September, as one-sided as those firm games come, and last month's game, where again, bar a 20-minute period, really it was Celtic who were the dominant force. So you would say that Rangers go into this game next month as underdogs, and really take a big performance for them to turn around, the performance that they really haven't mustered against Celtic since this stage of the competition last year, when obviously they beat Celtic after extra time. So it's really down to Michael Beale to try and get a performance out of this team. I would suggest that there's no chance you'll see a midfield of Tillman, Lundstrom and Glenn Kamara this next game. If Michael Beale's got any sense, he will, and I'm sure he'll know this himself, that for his own sake, he can't, in terms of his team selection, he can't get it wrong. It's been a almost flawless start bar that game for him. But he left himself open to some pretty stinging criticism because he got his team wrong on the day. And I suspect that he'll know that he has to get it absolutely correct for the game when it comes around on April 26 or 27.
29 or 30.
Whatever dates it is.
But Scott, Andy's actually answered my question. I was going to say, if there was one thing that Michael Beale will have learned from that final defeat, what is it? And I suspect most people agree that it is the midfield. Do you expect to see Jack, Raskin, Cantwell line up?
At the moment, yeah, I would have. I mean, a lot can happen between now and then. Injuries, form, whatever. But in terms of what he's learned, I think what I've learned is that you cannot compete or you cannot beat this Celtic team unless you play with intensity and speed and urgency and tempo in your game, and you get after them. I'm still surprised that Rangers didn't take that approach in the League Cup final, because I think most outsiders know that if you're going to really cause this Celtic team problems, it's when you need to put them under pressure. I think that's the only time I see this Celtic team show any kind of weakness or vulnerability, is when teams get after them and get in their face, match their work rate, play with the same intensity. So Rangers are going to have to do that. If they go in them, as Andy says, only time will tell. I mean, the evidence doesn't suggest so, that they're going to need a similar performance to the one they produced, Gio Van Bronckhorst's team produced in the semi-final last season. If you look back at that game, Rangers were high energy for the start.